that, that's not heavy enough to lean that against. So let me see if I have something heavier here. Yeah, I am streaming in a lot of places right now. So I'm right here. I got y'all in 2 seconds. So there we go. All right, I see a YouTube, Facebook. Good, yes. Happy New Year. Good, good, good. Okay, I am all ready to go. Live Instagram would like to do whatever. Microphone enable, yes, enable all of it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, live. I want my badges because you know on Facebook, on Instagram, you can get paid for your broadcast. So love that. Monetize your stuff. Okay. Um, how um how to what did I name this one? What you need to know before you join your next jump rope challenge. Okay. And we are going live. I'm just checking my connect. Oh, I didn't change the Wi-Fi for my. Okay, I'm live anyway. Okay. Good. Just change the camera. I'm so organized. Okay, good, good. We have somebody here. All right. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? So I am Bernadette Henry, and today I am here to talk to you about what you need to know before you join your next challenge, your next jump rope challenge. Now, it is a new year, right? And everybody is on that new year, new me. It's time to work out. I'm going to get my whole life together. I'm going to do what I do, and we're going to move on with our lives like that, right? But what's happening, but what's happening is people are jumping into things without really getting the proper knowledge, without getting the proper how-tos, without getting the proper tutorials. People are just jumping into things. And as a result, they are hurting themselves. Now, for me, I sat down for like 2 weeks because I am having some things going on, right? So I said, you know what? I'm going to take the route of listening to my body, and I'm going to sit down for a little while. And for me, like, even though I do other exercises besides jumping rope, if I'm not jumping rope, I feel that I didn't work out. Okay. But like I said, I do other exercises. But yes, it's a huge temptation. So I'm sitting down until I go see my doctor on Wednesday. I get the help that I need, and then I'll probably take a few more days off. And then I'll be ready for next week. Okay, so you have to learn to listen to your body. So there are a lot of challenges going on, whether they're fitness challenges, but I'm really here to talk specifically about jump rope challenges, okay? There are a lot of jump rope challenges happening online, okay? And I'm not really here to talk about the different kinds of challenges that you see, but there are different kinds. So some people have challenges where they jump for time. Some people have challenges where they're jumping for amount of jumps. Some people have challenges where they may be doing jump rope mixed with other exercises, okay? And a lot of times, these people that's joining these challenges are jumping in the challenges blindly without knowing the proper way of jumping. Now, I run challenges myself, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't join them because I'm not quote unquote popular. So when you come across my challenge, like they're like, she ain't nobody, so I'm not going to join. However, in my challenges, not only do I have disclaimers, I actually give you a disclaimer, do this at your own risk. Or I have instructional videos. Before you even get into the jumping, I actually have tutorial videos to show you the proper way of jumping before you even get into the challenge, okay? Like, I want people to do this, and I want people to do it safely. So there's also been incidences where people are joining challenges and they hurt themselves, and this has really happened in real life. And people have hurt themselves, and then they've come to my DM like, "Oh, Bernadette, can you help me? This happened to me. What did I do wrong?" And then I have to go back and correct it. And these people haven't even really joined my challenges, and it's just like, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. But this into my DM like, oh, what did I do wrong? But that's neither here nor there. So if you want to join a jump rope challenge, right, just make sure you're doing it correctly. And then if you are a true beginner in this jump rope game, you want to make sure that you have some kind of instruction, okay? At least ask the people like, hey, are there any tutorials? How do you jump rope? Like, just give them guidance. So I'm going to give you a few pointers that you can use when you join this jump rope challenge. Number one, make sure that you are not jumping with a rope that is too long or too short. Do not jump with the rope that's too long or too short. So the rope should be one of three sizes. It should either be measured to the very tip of your shoulders, including the handles, to your armpit or your chest level, okay? Now, when you jump with a rope that is too long, which I see all the time, when you jump with the rope that's too long, what's going to happen is the rope takes longer to get to your feet, and then as a result, you have to jump higher to get over that rope, okay? Also, too, when the rope is too long, you're compensating your form because of the size of the rope. So a lot of times people may stick out their arms more because they're trying to make the rope shorter, or people are holding depending on which angle you're watching me, some people can't even, they end up holding their arms up because they're trying to make the rope short. And as a result, your arms are getting tired, you're in improper form, and as a result, you can have an injury, okay? And like I said, you're jumping too high. A rope is very thin. A rope is a PVC cord, and you should only be jumping high enough to clear the rope. But when that rope is too long, because the rope has to lag before it comes under your feet, you're actually jumping higher than necessary, especially if you're a woman that's concerned about your knees, feet, ankles, and joints, okay? If the rope is too short, then you're just going to trip over yourself, okay? But the rope can be short. Like I said, once measured, very tip of shoulder, chest level, or armpit, okay? Number two, do not jump too high or land incorrectly. Now, going back to the first point, you only need to jump high enough to clear the rope. You only need to jump high enough to clear the rope. When you're jumping over a rope, you're jumping over a thin PVC cord. You're not jumping over a paint can. You're not jumping over an animal. You're not jumping over, I don't know, whatever it is that's on the floor. You're not jumping over anything. You're just jumping over the rope. That's it, okay? When you land too hard, you start to mess with your ankles, your joints, your knees, your feet, your hips. If those are the things that you're concerned about, you do not want to jump too hard. You only want to land on your toes. You want to land as softly as possible on your toes, not your whole foot. That's when you start getting all of these issues with the back of your foot, your calves, your heels, all of those things, because you are jumping too high, too hard, or you're landing incorrectly. Number three, you do not want to jump on hard surfaces. So a lot of times I see people jumping in their garages, people jumping on the sidewalk, people jumping on concrete. And yes, that's fine if that's all you have, but you want to make sure now, if you're going to jump on concrete, you want to make sure that you have a specific number measured of how many jumps that you want to do, okay? Now, if you already know that your feet, your ankles, your joints, your knees, if you already know that it's sensitive, then you don't want to be jumping too hard on the concrete. Like, so for me, I deal with some of those things. So what I may do is if I jump on the concrete, my time is not that long. I'm not doing hour-long jump rope workouts on the concrete, okay? Or you can wear shoes that absorb shock so that it can help take some of that shock off of jumping off of that hard surface. Now, if you do not have access to a surface that absorbs shock, such as a rubber mat or such as a wood floor, I would highly suggest that you invest in a jump rope mat. Yes, a mat specifically for jump rope. You don't want to go out there and be cheap and try to get a yoga mat or something like that. Invest in yourself. Like, this is your body, okay? Just like when you go get sneakers, a lot of times you may pay for a Nike, an Adidas, a Puma, whatever the sneaker is, because of the brand, because you like the brand, you like the quality. Think of your body as the same way. You love the quality of your body. You want to be in your body for a long time. You want to take care of those things. You want to invest in those things that's going to do good for your body. That's it, for real, you know? So yeah, try not to jump on hard surfaces. But like I said, if your knees, ankle, feet, and joints is not a concern for you, you can jump on it. But it's gonna come a time where you're gonna want to jump on something that absorbs shock. Okay. Number four, you do not want to make large circles with your arms. Okay. So when you're jumping, your shoulders should literally be in place. Your arms should not be stuck out here. You should not be like this. Your arms literally should be close down by your waist, and you should be making minimal turns with your arms and with your wrist and your forearms. You know, some people use both, some people just use the wrist. It depends on the way that you're comfortable, but do not make large circles like this, like when you was a little kid and you didn't know how to jump. No, very little circles with your arms. You're going to tire out your arm. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do not want to skip the basics. Do not 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 skip the basics. Now, a lot of times I post a lot of videos, right? And sometimes I'm doing a lot of tricks and things like that. And everybody's like, oh my God, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. And you can't say, hey, Mira, how you doing? And a lot of times you want to do the fancy tricks, right? But you want to learn the basics first. Anytime I teach a class, or anytime I run a jump rope challenge, or anytime I do a one-on-one, my first thing to my participants, I want to see you do 100 jumps. Before we even move further, I want to see you do 100 jumps. Why do I want to see a person do a 100 jumps? Number one, it takes about 35 to 45 seconds at least to do 100 jumps. When you can string 100 jumps in a row, that means that you can breathe right. That means you're kind of conditioned. That means that you can hold your rhythm. That just means that you're coordinated. It means that you have the basic foundational sets in place. If you cannot do a set of 100 jumps unbroken, which only takes from 35 to 45 seconds, you are not ready for tricks. I'm sorry. You're not ready for footwork. You're not ready for double unders. You're not ready for crossovers. And not saying that you can't do them, because I've seen people do them. But at the same token, if you cannot breathe, right, for a 35-second to 45-second jump rope session, when you start to do tricks, you're going to exert energy. And you need that energy in order to do tricks, or in order to string a multitude of tricks together, okay? So you want to make sure you do not skip the basics. You do not want to skip the basics. You do not want to skip the basics. Also, too, before you start doing tricks, you just want to make sure that you have the proper form right, okay? And last but not least, you do not want to do too much too soon. Let me repeat that. You do not want to do too much too soon, okay? And this is going on to the last point. You do not want to skip the basics, okay? You want to do what's right for your body. And me, I'm speaking as a woman over 40, okay? And a lot of times, a lot of my audience, they are overweight or plus size or whatever you want to call it, okay? A lot of women that may follow me may not have too much confidence because of their size. You know, a lot of women that follow me, they may have issues with their knees, ankles, feet, and joints. And this is why I constantly preach safety first, okay? Safety first, because I don't want my woman out here that's over 40 that's trying to do something new. And because they heard me say 10 minutes of jump rope is equivalent to a 30-minute jog, I don't want someone to take that information and jump into a challenge and not be prepared, okay? I'm here for you. This is why I come, and this is why I talk about the basics. This is why I teach jump rope safety. This is why I talk about the same things over and over and over and over and over again, because when you jump into something and you're not prepared for it, it gives jump rope a bad rap, okay? So going back to my point of doing too much too soon, you want to do what's right for you, okay? Yes, it's great for you to maybe follow a challenge that may say jump 1 minute today, jump 2 minutes tomorrow, jump 3 minutes on Wednesday, jump 4 minutes on Thursday, jump 5 minutes on Friday. It's fine, you know. Or you may have other challenges that may say, okay, do 100 jumps today, do 200 jumps tomorrow, do 300 jumps, you know, and so on and so forth. So you want to take the challenge, okay? If you want to take the challenge, right? But break it up into what fits your lifestyle or your body or your issues, whatever you're working with. You know your body, you know your limits. Now, not to say don't challenge yourself, but there are limits, okay, to your challenges. Now, say for me, for instance, when I do my basic jump rope, like, and this is a boring jump rope workout that I do like 3 to 5 times a week, but I do it because it's good for my conditioning, my stamina, my timing, my weight loss, my all whatever the benefits are. I do 10 sets of 100 jumps, right? Within 8 to 10 minutes. That's what I like to do. People are like, hey, can you do 500 in a row? I'm sure I can, but do I want to? No, because I know my body, I know my limits, okay? So I'm going to do what works for me, what I can sustain, and what I can be consistent with. So doing 1,000 jumps within 8 to 10 minutes, that's a big deal, okay? That's meaning that I'm doing like at least 35 seconds each set with like a 15-second break, okay? So you want to do what's going to work for you and your body, okay? There's a lot of times, you may see jump for a minute or jump for 2 minutes. Now, I personally don't like jumping for time. So this is how I psych myself out. I know that if I'm going to do 100 jumps, I know it's going to take me like 30. It depends on how fast I feel like jumping. I know that it will take me minimum 30 seconds, maximum 35 seconds to complete 100 jumps, okay? Now, in my mind, I already know that's 30 seconds. So now, if I do want to jump for a minute, I'm going to tell myself, okay, do 200 jumps. Because now I know if I did 200 jumps, I did a minute worth of jumping, okay? So you want to make it make sense for you, okay? Because like I said, jump rope, yes, I'm always smiling, I'm laughing, I'm having fun, right? Because I love what I do. But it takes a lot to get to this. Like jumping rope is hard. Yes, I say it's easy, but it's all hard at the same time, especially if you're new and especially if you're trying to get it. Like jump rope is one of the most underrated cardio workouts ever, ever, ever. This is why I used to get elite athletes do it. And like I didn't realize, how much it was needed until I trained for boxing, right? So you just want to make sure that you don't skip the basics, right? And you want to take into account your body, your issues, if there are any, your health, your composition. You just want to take into account. So yes, get into these jump rope challenges because they are very good, but go and educate educate yourself a little bit at least before you start, okay? And just to review the points and you can start to put your questions in the chat, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or that's all the places, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You can start to put your questions in the chat. So these are the points that I mentioned when you're starting, when you're doing a jump rope challenge or jumping rope or starting this new exercise, period, you want to make sure you're not jumping with the rope that's too long, too short. You want to make sure you're not jumping too hard or landing incorrectly. You don't want to jump on hard surfaces. You don't want to do too much too soon. You don't want to make large circles with your arms, and you don't want to skip the basics, okay? Also, you don't want to skip stretching and warming up. I personally prefer doing a warm up before and a stretch after, okay? So those are the things that you want to consider before you start picking up something new or jumping into one of these challenges uninformed and unaware, okay? So does anybody have any questions? Okay, Warnick, where can I purchase a mat from Athletic Store instead of ordering online? I personally order mine from online. So, but you should be able to go to an athletic store and get it. Anybody else here? I see some people here on Instagram. Oh, I got a doctor on here. Hey. If you're here now, be sure to ask your questions. I love to answer questions live. Okay, I love to answer questions live. So please ask your questions. I'm just waving to everyone here that was on Instagram. Anybody got any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? How do we know what type of rope we need? I would basically say the rope that you need depends on really what your goals are. So I basically use 2 different ropes. I use a PVC cord, which is a basic PVC cord with long handles. And yes, I do have them on my website, www.makeitfunnyc.com or bit.ly/freestyle rope MIF. Yes, I use the PVC cord for like my freestyles and my tricks and things like that. And then for my basic jump rope workouts, I use a 1/2 pound weighted rope. I do have the 1 pound rope. I do have the 2 pound rope, but my favorite is the 1/2 pound rope, and I do 10 sets of 100. And the reason why I use the weighted rope, honestly, because when you're a woman over 40, you start to lose muscle mass. So you want to do things deliberately to ensure that you have muscle on your body. Plus, if you're looking to lose weight, you want to make sure you have lean muscle. So I use a weighted rope for like my conditioning workouts, and then I use a PVC cord for like my trips, my funds, and things like that. Cordless jumping rope. Your thoughts? Honestly speaking, they're good, you know. And if it works, if it's something that works for you, like I always say that it's nothing like the real thing. But you know, if your lower body limits you from doing the actual jump, I would say then do the cordless. My only issue with the cordless really is that your rhythm and timing may be off, so you may not be doing it as the same rhythm as if you're actually jumping over the rope. Okay, so you may be jumping slow but doing this really fast, or you know, it's just a difference in the rhythm and timing. But like I said, as long as you're doing something, it's so fine with me. Okay, but if you can, make sure you jump. I'm just answering questions right now. I finished the content already, so if you have questions, be sure to ask. But the length. Oh, indoors. Yeah, actually, I jump indoors right now. So right now it's kind of cold outside, so I jump in my basement. So in my basement, unfortunately, the ceiling is not high enough and the floor is not ideal. It's got cracks and stuff in it, but I put my mat over it. But it's not ideal for me, so I just do the 10 sets of 100, but I don't do like the tricks and stuff like that. So in my hallway, also too, in front of my apartment, I can jump outside the door as well, but I don't do it that much, just because of the noise of the rope hitting the mat. But my neighbors was like, if that's what I have to do, then I'll do it, and they're fine with me. Somebody sent me a request to be in a video. Okay, give me two. Well, can I? Yeah. Give me 2 seconds. I'll let you. Let me see. View request. Hold on 1 second. Let me just answer these questions, and then I give you. And come to your question. But the length. The length, like I said, if you are like new to the jumping, I would say, let me just view her request. She wants to be in my video. Okay, so, oh, thank you for the badge. Thank you for the badge. Let me see who gave me this badge here. Is that going to tell me who gave me the badge? Thank you so much for the badge. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find your name here. It's not showing me your name. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for the badge on Instagram. And what a badge on Instagram is basically like giving me a tip, okay? You're grateful for the information that I'm giving, and you gave me a tip. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So let me see. But the length. I would say if you're a beginner, I would say start with the rope at the very tip of your shoulder. If you are used to the rope by now a little bit, I would say go to your armpit, okay? And if you're just looking for speed, and if you're looking for speed, I would say make it to like your chest level. So me, when I use my weighted rope for my conditioning workout, I usually have knots in my weighted ropes because it makes the rope short, and I jump really fast. So that's what I like the shorter ropes for. But usually I have armpit length. Like that's the length that works for me. Did she want to be in my video? Let me see. She requested to be in a video. I'm just trying to see if she's coming on. Okay, let me see any other questions. Meaning, I don't know what rope I'm using. I ordered from someone I know, but black coated started coming off, exposing the wire inside. So what I do? Get a new jump rope. Like that's gonna happen. That's wear and tear, you know. So basically, you're jumping with a regular rope with cable inside. It's kind of like my weighted rope. It's a plastic coating over it, but the wire inside. And eventually I just usually have to buy new ones. And 5-1. See, Moniz, I can't really tell you what size rope that you need. It really depends on you. Different people like different lengths. So like I said, you may be comfortable like I would say, what you could do is take your rope and tie knots in it to shorten it. Okay, so if the rope is too long, just tie a few knots in it and you can shorten the rope. Okay. Hi, your follower from Malaysia. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in. What time is it over there? Okay, she's unable to join. Okay, let me see. What leg exercise do you perform? My knees hurt after running today. So basically what I do, basically what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start icing after I jump. But what I do, I don't do too many. I do a lot of exercises to stabilize my knees. So, as you know, the supporting cast of your knees are your hamstrings, your quads, your glutes, and your hips. So, you want to make sure you strengthen those areas around those places. And then, if there are other issues that you're dealing with, then you have to see your doctor. So, like me, I deal with arthritis and torn meniscus. And what I do is my physical therapist have me doing exercises that strengthen the exercise, the areas surrounding the knee. Okay, and then I do pain management, things like that. So, because I'm jumping, I will never stop jumping, so I can't jump no more. Okay, so that's just like your average athlete. Like they get injured, they do what they got to do, they get better, and all that good stuff. Okay, are there any other questions here? So yeah, make sure you just ice up. And if the issue is like severe, then I would say go see a doctor. Like I work with my treatment team all the time. Because like I said, I want to be jumping for as long as possible, or exercising, period, for as long as possible. Okay, I don't see any more questions here. So I finished with my content, but I'm going to tell you, if you are on Instagram, you have the link in my bio. I do have a challenge. It's the Rope is Dope challenge. And basically with that one, I don't have the instructions on how to do the tricks and everything. I ran that since August. I finally stripped it down. And it's in my Jump Up for Women group. So if you are on Facebook, I will be dripping the videos out. But if you're outside of Facebook land, they are turning into a product. Okay, so you will no longer find a playlist on my YouTube channel. Okay, so all of the challenges will be conducted free in my group, and then they will be stripped down and they will be turned into paid challenges. Okay, I have been providing a lot of this information for many years, and yeah, I'm going to turn them into paid products. Okay, so if you are in my jump rope groups online, I highly suggest that you take advantage when I do free challenges, because they are not going to stay free for that long. Okay, so I have a Jump Rope is Dope challenge. That challenge is going to remain free. Thank you so much, Tammy. Yes, you went through my challenge twice. And the funny thing is, you didn't go through the first version of the challenge where I just gave the tricks. I didn't even give the tutorials. I just gave the names of the tasks. But the one that you did twice, I actually gave the tutorials on how to do the tricks. Okay, so I'm glad that you were able to do it. And like I said, in my Jump Up for Women Facebook group, I am dripping out the videos in a unit. I believe it's unit 11. So take advantage of it and really try to and do it. Okay, I see a lot of questions come in every day. How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? I actually provided y'all the tools already. It's just taking advantage of the tools and using them. Okay. I like to know that the information that I'm giving is beneficial, and the only way I'm going to know is that if you do the things and then you tell me, or make a post about it, hashtag me, tag me, put it in your stories, so I can't do the tricks yet. I've been practicing. Awesome. Like I said, use the group. If you I believe on Thursday, I put up a post called Coach's Corner. And what you can do, that is the post where I will kind of coach you. So use that post on Thursdays to post a video in the thread, and I will give you my honest feedback. A lot of times I really don't like to give unsolicited feedback, especially for me as a coach that have clients that pay me to work with them specifically one-on-one. So me putting that Coach's Corner post there is my way of micro coaching you in that short amount of time. So I suggest that you use the tool, that I have here, and the knowledge that I'm willing to give you for free in this group, because like I said, I do have coaching clients that pay me for these one-on-one sessions, and these one-on-one sessions are not cheap. Okay. So yeah, take advantage. Coach's Corner on Thursday. Post your video and I will help you with the form. Okay. Are there any more questions? Are there any more questions? Thank y'all so much for hanging with me Instagram. I see the same people. I don't know who's here on Instagram, but y'all really been hanging out. It's 5 of y'all left on Instagram. So ask me your questions. I see Facebook in the house. If you have a question, please drop it now. And then I'll figure out what the topic is going to be from next week. I will be doing this live every Monday at 9 o'clock. Okay. So the reason why I chose this topic today was because someone in my group, also on Friday, on Saturday in my women's group, my Jump Rope for Women group, I also have a question thread. Okay. So ask me your questions. I don't really know what I can help you with unless you come to me for information. Okay. Like I know what I want to tell you, but a lot of times I really want to give you what you need and what you want. Okay. So when you do see that ask me anything on Saturday question, feel free to leave your questions because that will turn into content. A lot of times working out for that day, a lot of times I will go ahead and TikTok it, and then I'll put the video in the group, or I will save the question and I will turn that into one of my Monday night content videos. So please take advantage of the resource that I provide you in the group. That's what it's there for. Okay. You're getting a lot of me that nobody else is getting. Okay. You're kind of getting a lot. So please take advantage. Don't, don't wait, because one day it's going to be too late. I could be like, damn, she just did us like that, so really do take advantage. Okay. Because I am, working and training my predecessors, people to come after me, these things, because, I'm working on a lot of things as well. So, but I do love sharing my knowledge of jump rope. So, I do have a Rope is Dope challenge. Like I said, this one doesn't have the instructions, but it's on my website. So if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, go to www.makeitfunnyc.com and you can go to challenges. And I do have a Rope is Dope challenge. It's free. The only thing about this one is that it does not have, you're very much welcome. It does not have the instructions for the tricks. It just tells you what to do for the given day. But if you are in my Jump Rope for Women group, I am dripping out the Rope is Dope challenge in unit 11. Okay, so I think today I just did what to do before you jump rope, or it might be day 1. So check it out if you're in that group, and make sure that if you are doing the challenge and you post a video and post and hashtag Rope is Dope so that I can actually check it out. I really want to see that what I'm teaching is beneficial. So I don't see any more questions. I appreciate you, Tammy. And I'm so happy, Tammy, that you really went in and you did these challenges. You committed to it. And I definitely see the difference from the first time you did it till the second time. Oh, also too, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Tuesdays is Testimonial Tuesday. So if you have a testimonial that you would like to give since working with me or being in my group, or any advice that I have given you online, you can send me a message, or better yet, go to my Facebook page, Make It Fun NYC, and in the review section, leave a review for Make It Fun NYC, and you can put, if you know how to write your testimonial, you can put whatever you feel, your experience with the brand, Make It Fun NYC. That's my brand. Make It Fun LLC. But if you really don't know, because I'm not a good writer either, if you're stuck on what to say in the written testimonial, you can say, before I came across Bernadette, or before I came across Make It Fun NYC, I was struggling with blank. Now I can blank. So I will be pulling reviews from my Facebook page and using them as testimonials on my social media. So if anything that I have ever done has made a difference in your life, please officially go to my Make It Fun Facebook page and write a testimonial or review. Like reviews on your Facebook business page are as gold as Google. Okay, so when somebody goes to Google my business, Make It Fun NYC, any Facebook reviews are going to come up as well. So that would also be a great thing for me too. And on Thursdays on Instagram, I will be highlighting either one of my students, one of my people that purchased my shirts. I have 2 shirts. I have the Get Fit Jump Rope shirt, and I have the Jump Rope is Dope shirt, and I have jump rope. So Tuesday is a testimonial Thursdays are for people that have purchased my products or used my services, and I will feature them on my Instagram. And of course, it gets featured everywhere. For those of you that follow me, y'all know I'm crazy with the social media. Okay, hold on. Somebody wants to come in my Instagram and ask me a question. I am here. Okay. I'm waiting. Hey, Sexy Jim 76. How you doing? Did you use the one of the tutorials that I sent? I hope you did. Okay, I'm waiting for somebody that requested to be in my video to see if you have a question on Instagram. Yeah, if you're on Instagram, y'all watching, go to Instagram. You want to talk on the screen with me, go on ahead. So, yeah, so like I said, Tuesday, Testimonial Tuesday. If you ever want to leave a testimonial, go to my Facebook page at Make It Fun NYC and do a review. Or if you want to do a video testimonial, that'd be great too. But if you do a video testimonial, I prefer for the phone to be like this, horizontal, okay? So if you're going to do a video testimonial, do the phone like this, and you can send it to me via Google Apps, Google Drive, or WhatsApp it to me, okay? Oh, my shirts are on my website. The shortened link is bit.ly/make it fun shop, or you can just go to the website and you'll see the shop and you'll see the shirts, okay? So yeah. So I don't see any more questions. So I am going to get out of here. Thank y'all so much for rocking out with me. And if you're in my Jump Up for Women's group on Saturday, when I put up the questions polls, feel free to put anything that you want to know. I cover a lot of topics really for basics. What about your leggings? Which ones? I usually get ones from, like, if you see the colorful ones I've been wearing lately, I've been getting them from Miami Fitwear. I'm waiting for her to give me an affiliate code, okay? So y'all can get a discount. Them pants are expensive, but I like them. And then the regular black ones I get is from Victoria's Secret. I think I have a couple from Kohl's. I actually have to go to Kohl's to get some more colorful tops. So, oh, by the way, if any of you read Women's First magazine, which is like affiliated with Women's World magazine, I will be published in the magazine. It's coming out January 7th, okay? January 7th on your bookshelf. Yes, yes, yes. I am going to be in Women's First magazine or Women's World magazine, okay? It's going to go for sale on the 7th. So I'm definitely looking forward and excited to that. Okay. All right. So I do not see any other questions. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Like I said, if you have any additional questions, feel free to leave a message in the comment section or DM me. Check out the Rope is Dope Challenge. If you're not in my Jump Up for Women group, check out the Rope is Dope Challenge. If you're on Instagram, check out the second link in my bio. Also, I teach online classes, online jump rope classes. I teach once a week. So if you're interested in taking class with me, let me know. It's via Zoom. I did give a couple of coupon codes. So if you're my Jump Up for Women group, there's 5 free coupon codes. If you're on Instagram, 5 free coupon codes. If you're in my Jump Up is Dope group, 5 free Instagram codes. And if you're on my email list, I gave out 10 free codes. So whatever list you fit in, get yourself a code, take my class for free, okay? And tell a friend. But they can't take my class for free. They got to pay. So that was my New Year's gift to you. So I am out of here. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.